What's up, everyone? Welcome to Benched, episode 217. On today's show, off-season preview, part number 2, cap casualties, big trade partners.
Let's do it.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Benched. My name is Joey. This is Angel on episode 17. Over at producer's desk, single barrel action, registered Packer owner Gabe Tovar. Gabe, happy offseason to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one. We got a lot of work to do in Green
Talking
Bay.
a little Packers today.
Yeah, not really the Packer content I want to talk about.
You headed out to the owners' meetings this year?
No, I'm going to send my proxy again.
Still sends his own proxy.
Andrew, your proxy.
It's about 4 or 5 years now.
Good for him. Still sends his own proxy.
He's getting all the free merch, so.
If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the channel. Thanks for liking, subscribing. And you.
Hi.
Yeah, what's going on?
Like that.
The offseason truly is here.
I
Seriously?
wasn't introduced, so I threw me off. Hi. I said hi.
I said here's Angel.
I'm throwing off today. I'm in now. I'm checked in now. Sorry.
And now, joining me right here, Angel Tovar.
Let's go. Hi.
Jesus Christ.
Hi.
If you're listening on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, thanks for joining the audio version of the podcast.
Audio.
Brought to you, of course, by the Fans First Sports Network.
Fans First.
We're in full off-season mode. We're headed into free agency,
Yep.
draft in a couple months. A lot going on here. Really, it feels like the NFL season is picking up as far as the news goes.
Yeah.
Obviously, like during the season, it's just kind of a rinse and repeat every week. But in the off season,
Yeah.
kind of just it's all stories.
Yeah,
It's all
I'll
news.
read you some days until.
Bring it.
12 days until the NFL Combine.
Not over the
That's
combine.
great. I mean,
17 days to the franchise tag deadline.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
always fun.
That's a big one.
that's a big one.
25 days till free agency.
Yeah.
68 days till the draft, 151 days till training camp, 173 days till preseason, and 201 days until the regular week
wow.
one.
I didn't know we were going all the way. Yeah.
So we're going all the way down.
The NFL does a great job of like extending its offseason to make it be like an event.
Yeah, look at
they're making a lot of
It's
their
year-round.
stuff be
Yeah,
like
yeah.
an event now.
It's truly year round now. It's like the biggest nightmare for every other sports.
What? Its dead period is
league.
only what, like June
It's
and
kind of
July?
right now and then
yeah.
after the draft.
Yeah, we're in it for like a week or two, but then
Combine.
But then it kicks off.
Schefter and Rappaport are gonna fire it up, and it's gonna be madness.
And the
Yeah.
draft is now the draft is its own thing now.
yeah.
Oh,
we're-
yeah.
You know,
The
with
draft
shows and the city thing.
Is the
like, it's
draft
great.
as big as the Super Bowl now?
It's getting near close. It's not as big, but it's getting close.
I guess for football fans, it is.
As far as viewership?
You know what? Do you think it's bigger than opening day of the NFL season?
It's not the NFL season. Yeah.
Right?
No.
The draft is a big
week
deal
one?
now.
I remember Philly Packers. That was a big deal.
That's true.
That was a big.
But the draft is still a huge deal. You have to go to a draft, Gabe. It's incredible.
I think it's a draft because it's all the teams on
Yeah.
one event.
yeah.
Like every team on one event, college fans on one event. Like it's like everything just funneled into one night.
That's a great point. Like all the college fans are definitely.
And every single football fan has an opinion about a certain player.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you get to see everyone who would think about,
And then also not to mention
certain
too, with the
prospect.
NFL, I mentioned earlier how they're doing the city thing now. How they're really connecting with the cities that they're
love
going
that.
to, bringing the artists in.
this year's
Kinda what they're
Pittsburgh.
doing.
Wait, what is it?
It's Green Bay, man.
Bay,
Oh,
son.
Green Bay. God, that'd
on
be
now.
awesome.
Do you think they're going to parade around Brett Favre? Because they're not going to get Aaron Rodgers. Who's going to be their guy? There's always like a guy, like the
Newest Hall of Famer, Sterling Sharp.
Are you trying to talk about a
not gonna be
legend like
Sterling Sharp.
Packers? We need to draw
Well, you know,
legends.
there's always like a
have a few.
like a legend that they're going to parade around as like the what do you call it? Like in the parade?
Man,
the Grand Marshal.
Yeah, the Grand Marshal. Who's the Grand Marshal of the draft?
man.
Probably Brett Favre. It has to be Brett.
They're not
Favre.
going to put Brett
This is-
there.
It can't
Oh,
be
Bar-
Aaron right now.
Bart Starr passed away already, right?
Bart Starr passed.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Man, if Aaron wasn't like a weirdo, he could have been like 2 years retired and come back
Well,
for this.
you could also bring some of the hometown boys that everyone knows, like a Jordy Nelson.
Yeah,
That'd be really cool
Jordy
to
Nelson
bring
be
in.
cool.
Bring like a
Who's
Randall
fire on the
Cobb.
mic?
AJ Hawk. AJ Hawk, he's kind of popular.
He would be awesome.
Yeah. He's a
That would be awesome.
AJ Hawk would connect with a lot of fans.
leading tackler in Packers history.
And
AJ Hawk.
obviously a huge like personality now in the
Charles Woodson.
sports and media world.
Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson.
There you go.
Yeah, it could be Woodson, I guess. Yeah, that
Yeah.
might be the guy. He's always kind of involved anyway.
Yeah, he's a big cheesehead. Cheesehead fan.
This is part 2 of the offseason preview. If you missed part 1, go check it out. Episode 216. We talked about free agents, our top 10 free agents.
And cap space.
Cap space, leaders, and losers and winners. I know we Patriots, right? Leader in the house. And then Who's like the worst one? The Saints, of course.
Saints 54,
Or
53 million.
Kellen Moore. The countdown begins.
Yeah.
You get fired. All right, I have 5 of the top trade candidates going into this offseason 2025. Let's get started with one that just kind of recently made the news. We talked about a little bit when it happened. That's Deebo Samuel of the San Francisco 49ers. Deebo not enjoying his best football right now. List of free agents for the 49ers coming up this year and next include Brock Purdy, George Kittle, Javon Hargrave, Dre Greenlaw, Juwan Jennings, Kyle Juszczyk, and Charvarius Ward. That includes Deebo Samuel. So you got to imagine Deebo not really one of the names that they're like, oh, we got to keep this guy.
Yeah.
There's with that whole list of guys they got to keep around. I think Deebo actually does get traded, but you think it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, I mean, what's the rush? I mean, I doubt every NFL team is gonna jump at the bit for a 29-year-old wideout who is declining because his game does not age well. He's a physical player, and last year wasn't good because his physicality, and then now that there's a weight issue that he's kind of battling.
Career low PFF 70 overall grade and a career low 1.6 yards per route run and 8.2 yards after the catch per reception. Career lows a lot across the board for Deebo Samuel, not to mention the injuries that you mentioned. The Niners drafted Ricky Pearsall in the first round. He flashed a couple times last year.
Toward the end of the season.
Juwan Jennings looked pretty good, and then they paid Brandon Ayuk. So pretty much no chance Deebo Samuel is a part of their plans here. Let's talk landing spots. We've kind of done this a little bit already. Steelers, to me, just makes sense.
Yeah, they need, he's better than anything else they had last year besides Pickens.
Yeah. I would say I'd bring the diva thing up, but they're all divas.
They're all divas. I mean,
I feel like Pittsburgh kind of handles that well. I mean, as well as they can.
They also ship him out of town, though, so I don't know. Like, Claypool. They have a long list of receivers they've shipped out of town. Yeah. Maybe Pickens is next on that list, but I mean, we'll see. I don't know, Deebo. I mean, any other landing spots that really make sense?
I like him in Buffalo. They do like a deep 4 wideout rotation. I think
he's cool. You think at this point in his career he's cool being like part of the team? Doesn't need to be featured.
Stephon Diggs, kind of where Stephon Diggs.
Yeah. Because is it not the same thing as Stephon Diggs last year, except older and worse?
I have a great spot for him, especially with some of the recent games that we've seen. I like him to the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs, they use that kind of route running. Mahomes is not just gonna throw him right in the middle. He could age well there. It's a contender. I don't know if he gets traded there or not, but I like the Chiefs right here.
Yeah, Deebo and the Chiefs would be interesting. I don't know if they're trying to just keep stocking the wide receiver room with a bunch of older veterans again. Maybe. I mean, that's what they've been.
That seems like that's what their move is.
I know. I don't think Chiefs fans would be very excited about that.
Hey, Joe, real quick, would you mind him on the Eagles?
I don't want Deebo Samuel. Yeah, I don't want the.
I don't think Philly fans like.
Here's the thing about being a Deebo when you're a wide receiver. It's fine if you're good enough for it to, to be worth it.
Yeah, if you're AB in your prime, you can do whatever you want.
AJ Brown, perfect example.
AJ Brown has some diva to him, but he's worth it.
Yeah,
he's worth. Is Deebo worth his diva? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if Deebo's worth it.
Honestly, I think
he's a humbling.
It's not going to be done for a while post draft.
This really can be the end of him if you think about it, because he would have to go to a contender. I don't think the Niners train him to a contender unless he gets shipped off to a crap team, and then his career just slowly. You
know who I could see trading for him is like the Dallas Cowboys, trying to make a move.
Yes.
Trying to make a move, trying to become
very Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, trying to get in the headlines. He'd be decent next to Cooks and next to CeeDee Lamb, obviously.
He's still a fine player.
Yeah.
He's not what he used to be. He's never been a great receiver, so you got to be able to use him in the right way. Schottenheimer seems like the offensive genius.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That. Yeah, he's a man. We just call him beautiful mind.
Let's move on from Deebo. I'm sick of talking about him.
I kind of like him with the Cowboys, though. Not more than I think.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Cowboys is decent.
Yeah, I
can see
like
it happening. Kirk Cousins, Atlanta Falcons. 1 year after signing a $180 million deal, they of course drafted Michael Penix. He was a 72.3 PFF passer grade. Worst since 2017, 22nd out of 44 qualifying quarterbacks, and had a high turnover-worthy play rate. That was the 7th highest in the league. I got some candidates here to possibly trade from. Give me a quick yes or no. The Tennessee Titans with the number 1 overall pick.
No.
Okay. The Cleveland Browns.
Maybe. It's a great bridge quarterback going into next year's draft.
If you
Here's what you know about Kirk. He's a professional.
Yeah.
He's not going to be a problem.
If you
to a franchise that deals with some drama.
If you don't like Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward, then yeah,
Yeah,
you're kind of dependent.
I wonder if he for like the Browns. I wonder if it's like with Penix. It sucks for him, but like a Penix situation. Like, hey, we need to get someone, but they might need to cook a little bit.
Yeah.
Like we need a guy to start right now, though. Like maybe we bring in Kirko, and I don't know if Shador needs to sit, but maybe Cam Ward needs to sit, or Jackson Dart needs to sit. I don't know.
Yeah.
You also just
Quinn
said
Ewers.
You just said it right there too. He's a professional, so you go get a young guy to sit behind him for like a year.
Yeah.
Sit behind a professional.
What are the other spots you have? Because I have a couple spots.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Don't do that. I don't want to see that in Pittsburgh again.
I think it'd work. I'd rather have Justin Fields.
Yeah. That just feels.
But I think it would work. I think it would be Russell Wilson, except like what you thought Russell Wilson was.
Yeah.
Like an
I can see
aging
him and
quarterback.
Tomlin actually working pretty well together. They're
They're
both
just pros.
Both
man.
pros. They won't win anything.
I don't know if Kirk's going to understand his Ebonics. Like the language.
Kirk surprises
That's
you.
true.
Kirk surprises
Listen,
you.
man.
Don't put
Spent
nothing
a lot
past
of
him.
time with Justin Jefferson.
The man is very cultured.
I got a couple more here. The Las Vegas Raiders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't want to. It's going to be. I can see him going there. I can also see that really turning out bad.
Yeah.
He cannot move.
He's a statue now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I got two more here. The 49ers.
No.
And then the Saints.
No.
God, why?
No.
Because of the Saints.
I wouldn't mind a team is the Miami Dolphins. A Tua insurance. You have a pro quarterback back there in case anything goes wrong. That's a nice spot for him, right? Like Tua gets hurt or concussed for
I
his.
don't know if he wants to back up.
What about?
No, it's the only spot in the league where like the starter could literally be out for the season like in any second, and you'll be thrown right into
sell
it.
him on it. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
What about a return to the Vikings?
I think they're going fresh with Angel Face.
You let your rookie sit one more year. I mean, the kid was 21 when he got
What did
drafted.
you say? Angel
Face.
He's going to get ugly kid. Yeah. I was watching.
I'm saying though, like, what if he does return to the Vikings for one more year?
No, I think they're going next
Sam
year.
Darnold just made his money, so we know he's not going to come back. Maybe the kid isn't quite ready just yet. Joey said you bring in a pro guy that's been here, knows the locker room, knows the players.
No, they're going full JT McCarthy. I'm telling you, they're going full.
I think they are too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they. I think even Kirk Cousins wouldn't want to be in that situation. Like, no.
Yeah.
It was a big old deal when I left this
I don't think
place.
Kirk Cousins really has much of a choice.
He's an odd place to. He's an odd guy because some guys don't see him as a starter, some guys see him as a backup.
Do you have any faith that he's going to get any better than he was last year?
No.
Like,
How often do you?
I do.
How often do you increase your play of the year off a down year when you're older?
Well, his down year also too was coming off like a major injury.
yeah, that's really what I'm asking. Like, do you think like year removed? Like we saw Aaron Rodgers a whole year removed, looked like a serviceable quarterback.
And it took time too. He didn't just start off like that. It took time.
We'll tell you what, both these guys, Rodgers and Cousins, these cannot move. So you need to go somewhere with pretty good
Who
O-lines.
retires first?
Rodgers?
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, you think Rodgers gonna?
Rodgers
to
gonna
the
be
bitter end.
He's gonna be teasing that to the bitter end.
Nice.
All right, let's move on.
Per
Unless
usual.
you got any more?
That's what it is.
Man.
All right, this is a good one here. DK Metcalf,
Oh.
Seattle.
Oh, God.
Seahawks.
The league
DK
salivates.
Metcalf. Seattle, of course, missed the postseason for the third time in the last 4 seasons.
Yikes.
I didn't know it was that bad. Third time in the last 4 seasons they have not made the playoffs. DK, 75 PFF grade, his lowest season since his rookie year. Only hauled in 33% of contested catches, so he wasn't really like good at bodying up and winning the point of attack.
Which is crazy.
Then Jigba arrived, broke
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
whatever you want to say. Maybe DK is a cap casualty here. He's a big number. New regime there. Like, Carroll drafted him. That seems like forever ago.
Yeah.
Where could DK Metcalf end up? Start
Well,
dreaming about that.
That'd be the A.J. Brown comp, like to Green Bay.
Ooh.
Yep. You read my mind. The
I
Green
love
Bay Packers
that.
love
Yeah.
Green Bay.
I mean, he's had, he out of 6 seasons, 3 of them over 1,000 yards, 2 of which 10 or more touchdowns. He's had spurts, but you still don't feel like in Seattle they've ever used him to his highest potential. Because you had Russell Wilson, and he had little moments.
Old Russell Wilson.
Yeah, let Russ cook era. Then Geno is like okay, but you never feel like you've reached, his
Geno was
capacity.
also given like JSN and stuff like that too, and then
Yeah.
Lockett with his weirdness,
Yeah.
But with Green Bay, I feel like they would use him because they need him the
I
worst
would
way.
love him in Green Bay.
Yeah.
1 year left on a deal that he signed in 2022, $72 million extension. So he'd need a new contract as well, which...
Quick question. Would he make more than a Higgins? Like if we said,
No.
pass Higgins, let's go pay DK next year.
I think Higgins is going to make so much money.
I'd pay him 30. I paid Higgins like 33.
So then
34.
it makes a lot of sense for him to go to the Packers then.
I think he might be a plan B for the Higgins people.
God, I hope so. I hope we get him.
Because that's the best plan B on the market.
Here's the thing that you got to trade for him. It's at least a first.
I mean, I would ask Philly if they ever care. If they care.
Ask Philly, ask the Rams if they ever care about trading those picks.
So do we see that ceiling for DK, like an A.J. Brown?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A.J. Brown wasn't really that explosive post or pre-Eagles, right? I mean, he kind of had...
No, he was with...
But, yeah, he wasn't A.J. Brown.
He was run-first offense in Tennessee. Yeah. I mean, DK is like, I feel like he's been a sleeping giant literally for this whole career.
If the Packers could swing it, where they give up a first and a third... Because you still got to pay him. So a first and a third, then sign him on a 4-year.
And you got to think someone like DK, who's like, he's a diva for sure, but his career highlight, all he's known for, is chasing down Budda Baker.
He's a dog.
Like you cannot go into your 7th season thinking like the best thing I could do is I run down interception, like I run down DBs.
I mean, we're obviously going to talk about it, but Jaire Alexander is there for the Packers.
I'm
just saying. No,
I'm just saying. Nobody wants Jaire Alexander.
I don't think everyone wants him, man.
But I'm saying if you throw a first-round pick in there with Jaire, I think a team would be like, okay, that's good enough for us.
I think most teams, but a team with 2 young cornerbacks already.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
With Wolin and Witherspoon.
Gabe's floating this out.
I just feel like
he's trying to make it happen.
No, I'm saying he's the most available guy that the Packers have right now that has some value.
Yeah. No, but DK would be incredible. Honestly, a lot of teams, DK would fit a lot of teams.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
They have other looming free agents. That's Charles Cross. You got to pay him. Kenneth Walker, I think they'd probably pay him.
God, no, let him go. Let Charbonnet get to work.
And then Ernest Jones, I think they'd probably pay him as well. They trade him for him.
Another spot for DK is Buffalo Bills.
Ooh.
You feel like he would reach his highest potential ever with Josh Allen.
I do think they learned their lesson last year.
Yeah.
With the Stephon Diggs, we're going to go no great receiver thing.
You know what it reminded me of? This is just basketball reference.
Kind of bit him in the ass.
You remember when the Nuggets...
They learned their lesson.
Remember the Nuggets traded Melo, and the next year they just went like, we're going to have a lot of
just role players.
Good players. We're going to play as a team. And work and that worked for the season. Then when the postseason where you need somebody to step up, it didn't really work out.
Oh, that was the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, the Bills found out. Exactly. The Bills found it out. So I'm thinking, that might be a nice guy to put there.
Bills would be good. Commanders would be great.
Everyone wants to put guys in the Commanders right now.
Commanders would be a good.
Because you could afford it because they have cap space and a rookie quarterback deal.
Would you rather have Metcalf or T. Higgins?
That's tough.
It's closer than people think.
It really is. That's why I was asking you who would get paid more if you wait on.
You got to factor in T's been playing with freaking Joe Burrow,
and
Metcalf's been playing with Geno Smith.
And then also not to mention he had Chase on the other side of him. Like, how much attention he has.
We need to do a side by side stats. Hold on.
You can't do side by side because it's
no.
It's going to be Higgins. But I mean,
is it though? Hold on.
It's going to be Higgins. It's going to be Higgins. I don't have to look at the stats.
So let's see.
This last year for sure it's going to be Higgins.
Higgins last year didn't have 1,000 yards last year. Okay, Higgins has been in the league one less year and has the same amount of 1,000 yards, 1,000-yard seasons.
But what are the stats?
Okay. So Higgins' high point was his second year, 74 catches, 1,091 yards, and six touchdowns. DK's high year was the Let Russ Cook year. That's 1,300 receiving yards, 10 touchdowns, 83. You know what? I take it back. I think I take DK over T.
I'm taking DK, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you know what? And also, for as much as we love T's hurt a lot.
I was gonna say Metcalf's been pretty durable.
He's a big ass.
I was just about to say that. You said that he didn't get 1,000 yards last year. He missed games last year, right?
Yeah, he missed a lot.
I was gonna say there's a reason why he didn't get 1,000.
T last year, 73 catches, 911 yards, 10 touchdowns.
Yeah, we're not crapping on either of them. They're both.
No, we're not. They're both awesome.
Amazing.
They're both awesome.
But
I think it's only different because you can just sign T.
I think in this
case, you have to trade for DK and then sign.
Okay, so would you rather give T. Higgins probably? I mean, he's the biggest receiver on the market right now. He probably gets
30.
He probably resets the market.
Yeah.
So would you rather reset the market with T, or give up a first and a second and a lesser contract for DK Metcalf,
and potentially reset the market next year? Because if he does what we think he could do,
no, I mean I'm saying you sign him.
That's probably part of the deal. If you trade for DKs, you have to sign him.
Yeah, you can't give him a first and
That's why the Seahawks would have wanted you.
Right,
yeah.
I'm taking DK there.
Right?
I'd rather save the money and gamble on a guy like
you pissed away the first and second, but it's hard to get one of those guys. I think the Eagles would do that. Like if they knew, I'm saying like the A.J. Brown scenario would play out that way.
Yeah.
I think they do. I think they handle it that way.
I think the Eagles they've demonstrated what teams need. You need to be aggressive. If you're not going to be aggressive, it's just like you said too. There's not these guys just aren't there. You have. I mean,
hard
it's
to get
hard
him.
to find these guys.
A couple teams have been
Look at the
looking
Eagles.
for a
The
while.
Eagles didn't find Brown. They just saw he was available and they just went for it.
Even guys who've been taking swings. Like look at the Jets. You know, maybe Garrett Wilson isn't that guy.
Yeah.
And then they try to get Davante Adams. Or that guy either. Look at the Cardinals. You took the generational prospect Marvin Harrison. He might not be that guy.
Yeah.
It's hard to get these boys.
Yeah.
Look at the
Man.
dark horse guy where he might end up. I got one.
Wait,
I actually
DK?
have one.
Wait.
Okay.
I actually have one.
Denver?
What if he's an orange? What if he's in a Mile High City,
Don't do
baby?
that to me. Don't do that to me.
Ooh.
Don't do that to me. Don't.
Hey,
What is that thing from?
I'd be so happy for
What's that
you.
thing from Avengers Endgame? Like,
Don't
don't
give me hope.
don't give me hope.
This might put it
Don't.
in better context for you. For the Broncos, would you rather them go sign T. Higgins or trade for and sign to a lesser contract DK Metcalf?
I'd rather just sign T. Higgins and keep draft picks
Okay. Oh, there's that.
because it's different.
You have to have a lot of hope in your franchise how good they are at drafting.
I think so. Like, I think if you're Buffalo, your team's already kind of set, so you could say, fine, we'll give away picks, whatever.
Yeah.
For the Broncos, we need a lot of help. So I think I want the picks and the player, rather than just the player and no picks.
I'm kind of thinking of a team because Joey, you just kind of got. I'm thinking about that. What teams have just swung and missed when it comes to the wide receiver position? I'm thinking Arizona. I'm thinking the Jets. I'm thinking the Bears.
Titans have tried, but with Calvin.
But I'm
Ridley
talking
and
about a
stuff.
team that's kind of on the up and up right now. Not
Oh,
necessarily
Patriots.
a bottom barrel team.
Patriots.
You know
The
what?
Patriots,
Hey, look.
The Texans.
the Texans. I was thinking the Dallas Cowboys even.
Hold on. Texans because Tank's out for the year.
Tank's out.
Stephon Diggs gone, or if he's even back, he's a minimal player. He's a
Yeah.
third player.
Yeah,
DK
they've been
and
trying.
DK and Nico would be insane.
those are like the biggest guys in the
Two
league.
big fuckers
They-
on the outside.
They're obviously not content with just Nico.
Yeah.
They obviously want more guys. They Tank Dell.
Holy
and,
shit.
And
Poor Tank. I totally forgot
Stephon
about that.
Diggs.
Yeah, he's going out for
I
a while.
totally forgot about that. How terrible that injury was.
Texans would be great. Let's add another name to his list here. It's Garrett Wilson, New York Jets. I think he wants out worse than any other receiver here. Like, he wants out of New York.
He's the hardest to read.
Here's a guy. Yeah, I was gonna say.
1 year left on his rookie contract.
Is he really a number one?
The Jets, look, man, the Jets are, if you're a good team, if you're a good franchise, look at the Eagles, look at the Chiefs. You don't let guys like this walk. You just make it work. If they trade them, shame on them. But, yeah, everywhere in the league would want Garrett Wilson.
If they trade him, that'd be the best case if you moved off of him. I mean,
Since debuting in 2022, Wilson's career 85 PFF grade, ranks 22nd among all receivers, has only dropped 4.4% of 315 catchable targets. So great hands.
Yeah.
He's been durable.
He's a diva, but
great
like
route
we
runner.
said, most of them are divas.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
where
think
I don't know where he lands. This is difficult.
I'm gonna say something. We're super paused, but I like how much I don't know. I like how much bigger DK Metcalf is
Oh, no.
than Garrett Wilson. Like that factors in. Thank you.
You've done this. You on this thing, and I'm pretty close to agreeing with it. We're like, another thing, size matters.
That's the phrase I was trying to avoid.
like look at these wideouts. If you're not Antonio Brown,
It just
size matters.
man.
Like you need to be able to separate. You need to be able to get those over across the middle.
Yeah.
Like the only guy I can think of who's like that is Jamar Chase, but he's like built.
Yeah,
Tyreek Hill's like
he's different.
built.
Yeah.
So like
I'm talking about these slender fellas.
yeah,
Like Garrett Wilson.
Yeah,
Like there's a reason. Like I love Devontae Smith. He'll never be AJ Brown,
or like Jordan
and
Addison.
he's amazing.
Yeah, Jordan Addison, another good wideout. He'll never be
Never be
Justin Jefferson.
It's just there's certain things you can do with a bigger frame.
Yeah.
There's certain matchups you can exploit. There's certain
In the-
things you can do.
in the red zone, you're a much bigger factor, literally, because you're a bigger person. Like Garrett Wilson in the red zone, I'm sure he's great, but not as good as other big body wideouts.
Yeah, for that reason, I would have Garrett Wilson below T. Higgins for sure, and then it might piss people off, but I've had him below
Under
DK.
DK.
So
Yeah.
let's just rank these three: T. Higgins, DK Metcalf, and Garrett Wilson. But given the
receivers to throw in there, let me see.
But-
Debo's not on that list, right?
but with the factor that you need to
no
trade
way.
for Garrett, you need to trade for DK, and you could just
So
sign
you're
T.
talking about their situation
Yeah,
too.
them and their situations.
yeah, so you got to trade for two of them. You got to sign one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for I'll get the price started. I'm taking DK first.
Yeah.
Trade for him. Okay,
Higgins at 2,
Yep.
and I'll put Wilson at 3.
That
I kind of agree with you there.
Same.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's good. It's not. These are two like
Amazing.
These are three like what B plus A minus
Tell you
wideouts.
what, Garrett Wilson might be the best fit in Houston,
Yeah,
like next to Nico.
he'd work that. Yeah, he played.
God, he'd be good.
Oh, Houston would
He'd
be
good in
great.
Houston.
How would he fit with the Lions? Just out of curiosity, I just want to get you guys.
Great, but
Can him and St. Brown coexist?
St. Brown can.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's a little more vertical. Amon-Ra is a little more over the middle, tough receiver, stuff like that. Like, I don't know if Amon-Ra is. I would love to see the numbers on like 9 routes. I don't know if that's really his thing.
Like, just go down the field.
I think the Lions, that would be a big offensive move for them. Like a big, like that.
You know what? I think they like J-Mo. J-Mo's kind of blossomed into a nice way.
No. Okay, right. I was thinking that, but like, how much of an upgrade is it to get Wilson there?
Obviously an upgrade, but
I mean, you're literally responding to the Eagles with that kind of move.
Okay, so don't kill me, but does he make him that much better? Because they already have Laporta, J-Mo, and Amon-Ra. Not that he's not amazing and wouldn't make the room better, but like, how many targets realistically could you even give him?
Because you have your 2 running backs,
and you have the 2 running backs.
Yeah, Gibbs, Montgomery, Amon-Ra. Laporta started slow, ended well, and then I like Jameis Winston more than most people. He had a great.
Go ahead and ask. Go and ask the Eagles. The Eagles have a ton of mouths to feed. We're sitting here saying they're the most balanced team in the NFL. They found the balance.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they got him, that'd be a direct shot to the Eagles.
That'd be fascinating. That'd be truly fascinating.
Well,
Philly handles it well.
So use the Eagles as an example. Like they brought in Jahan Dotson. He obviously is much better than what his numbers have been, but there's just not enough to there's not enough to feed him. So do you put Garrett Wilson or Amon-Ra St. Brown or Sam Laporta in that position as well?
He also has a ring this year.
He does.
I'm going to factor that part in where it's like when his number was called upon, I think of the Green Bay Packers game. That was his first one of the year, but that was the only thing the Eagles, I mean, we had Brown and those guys down, but they found Dotson.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you want to win, Garrett Wilson, which I think you do, there's a good team there.
There's some good wideouts out there.
Who's taking the back seat then?
Whoever Goff decides.
They love J-Mo.
Man, I don't trust Goff to be able to feed all these boys.
That's his dad too.
I don't get. I mean, I like him too. I don't know why we're putting him above those guys right now.
I'm not if I'm putting him above. I think he's going to be a huge part of the offense, no matter what we think. Like they love him, they're going to make him work.
Yeah,
and then he backed it up a little bit last year.
He did.
Garrett Wilson's fascinating. He's fascinating.
Yeah, I think he does get traded though. I mean, last year the rookie contract. So
man, Jets, don't do it. Don't do it.
It's a stupid move by the Jets.
They're
going to do it.
They're going to do it, and they're going to have who's the number 1 wide? Alan Lazard. Great, sweet.
You think Garrett Wilson? You think Aaron Glenn's first official move is sending Garrett Wilson back to Detroit?
There was 3 moves. We'll be getting rid of Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, and Garrett Wilson.
I mean, sending him back to Detroit though. Like here you go, Dan. Thanks for the head coaching job. Here's Garrett Wilson. Anyone else you like? I mean, he'd worked in a lot of places, obviously, but he would be the third consolation. There's a lot of consolation prizes.
You know what? If the Niners were to get rid of Deebo, I think trading and then signing Garrett Wilson, making it work with the money. Because the cap, look, people are scared of the cap space. This could all be manipulated, and you can do it.
But you just paid a wideout. Your quarterback at that point is making a ton of cash too. I mean, how much more big contracts can you hand out over there?
Well, they're about to cut everybody.
Who are you talking about?
Niners.
Oh,
Niners.
Yeah, Niners are in a little bit of trouble, but like Angel said, like I think
cap space can be manipulated.
You're gonna pay 2
Eagles
wideouts.
have the highest paid linemen. They have 2 super high paid wide receivers.
It's a copycat league, man.
Jalen Hurts. They have the biggest contract to Saquon Barkley.
We just saw a team with 2-star wideouts win the Super Bowl. It's a copycat league. Everyone's gonna try to get 2 wideouts.
I'm not talking about the stardom. I'm talking about the money side of it. Like you're gonna pay 2 wideouts.
I'm not scared of money.
$30 million each.
It's all about the owner if you want to sign a big check up front.
Yeah.
And that guaranteed money.
I'm like so over being scared of cap space.
Yeah.
Well,
you could just manipulate the crap out of it.
I know one owner that would definitely do it. Jerry Jones.
Oh.
You pair him up with CeeDee Lamb, let me tell you something. You better put some respect
they gotta
on that
pay
Dallas
more.
company. That'd be
That'd work. I think that'd work.
That'd be great.
All right, he's going to Dallas Cowboys. One more name for you, and this is listen. If something happened this offseason with this man, it'd be freaking electric.
All right.
George Pickens of the Pittsburgh Steelers, entering his contract year 2025. He has steadily improved. Career best 78 receiver grade last year. Contested catch rates numbers were lower, but so was his quarterback play. Does Tomlin want to commit to George Pickens long term? You have you have some crazy stuff. He's a weirdo.
Yeah, I don't think he's a diva. I think he's just weird.
He's a weird guy. But in that sense, he's unpredictable.
With all due respect, that weirdo can make some amazing catches.
Sometimes, man, he makes some catches. I'm like, that's like Larry Fitzgerald when Larry Fitz was doing his thing. It's crazy.
He's much better than this guy, but Brandon Lloyd. Remember Brandon Lloyd?
Yep, he's Bronco for 1 year.
He's like Brandon
fantastic.
Lloyd, man.
Yeah.
Except he's better, obviously.
He's 6'3", about 200 pounds.
He's sneaky after the catch, too.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's good.
Pretty good.
He has some wild shit after the catch, too. He's a wild...
Damn, George Pickens would look great in orange.
He's a great orange. Oh, Sean
would
would
look good in orange.
Sean would put up with that.
Payton wouldn't do
Who's
that.
going to deal with the diva? Because the Steelers have shown they're willing to deal out diva receivers, probably because, hey, we're really good at drafting these guys.
Yeah, we drafted a lot.
I don't need to be married to some idiot.
Yeah. What if the Jets just do a swap?
Who's the bigger?
Oh, for Wilson?
You want the diva or the weirdo?
The weirdo diva. No. I think the Patriots. I think Vrabel might and that locker room can manage a diva wideout. Vrabel's probably haunted to this day because everyone saw the video when they traded AJ Brown. He was in shock because they traded AJ fucking Brown for Treylon Burks. Wasn't showing anything. I think that'd be a nice little sneaky, like, let's draft a tackle, go trade and sign Pickens, and get this thing going faster than people think.
Pickens or Garrett Wilson?
Pickens.
Wilson. I take Wilson.
Take Pickens just because of the size.
Oh.
Hit it.
Size matters, dude. Don't let anyone tell you different. Size matters. Adults, not kids.
It's a tough one.
You know what? We're not talking about the Chargers right now. Do they take a stab at any of these two young guys?
Yeah, I see Harbaugh and
Harbaugh could deal with the weirdo.
Harbaugh could deal with both of them.
he is the weirdo.
Yeah.
He is the weirdo.
I think Harbaugh's better with weirdos than divas, though.
Chargers with McConkey and all that, that'd be pretty
Man,
good.
Ladd,
If you can get it together.
Ladd and George and George Pickens.
If
I
you
like
can get it
Pickens
together,
there.
I love that.
All right, so Pickens is going to play for the Chargers. Garrett Wilson's going to play for the Texans. And
The Cowboys.
Going to... Oh, wait.
Garrett Wilson was
I thought Deebo was going to the Cowboys.
Deebo's going Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
Because Cowboys
it's more
operate.
Hollywood. It's
Yeah.
more Hollywood.
Garrett Wilson's going to the Texans. Deebo's going to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
George Pickens is going to the Chargers. And DK Metcalf's going to go play in Green Bay.
Pinning it right now, folks.
Wow, that's going to be a good one.
If we're right, and we called it on this show,
we look genius.
we just called all these four wide. No,
We just traded 4 huge wide receivers.
it could happen, man.
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we get back, Cap Casualties coming up.
Hey, check it out. You're listening to The Bench Project. Hey, check it out. You're listening to The Bench Project. Project, why don't I call it that? Hey, check it out. You're listening to The Bench NFL Project. Project, what the fuck? Check it out. You're listening to The Bench NFL Project. Project. Hey, check it out. You're listening to The Bench Podcast.
All right, we're back. Cap Casualties. So not only are the trade targets spicy hot fire, but a lot of times these cap casualties, some of these veterans who teams just can't afford, are ready to give up on, whatever the reason may be, are going to hit the free agency market. Oftentimes, those are some big names.
Yep.
Zach Bond was a free agent. A lot of these guys are gonna be hitting the waiver wire, and we'll see who's available. You got a list. Go ahead and give us your first name. Cap Casualties.
Yeah, we'll start over there in the Green Bay. Jaire Alexander. If no one wants to trade for Jaire Alexander, they save $17 million just cutting him.
You mean what? I don't know. What about Gabe's idea of trading him for
Straight up for George Pickens.
George Pickens.
Just kidding. Jaire, a post June 1st cut, they say a Packer will save $17 million. Think about if they want to trade for a wideout, they want to save that money instantly without having to deal with trading. We're just going to cut them, use that $17 million, put it towards DK, towards whoever they.
Okay, we got to start here. We always do. Gabe's the Packer owner. Gabe, are you done with JR in Green Bay in the first place? Are you over it?
Sort of, kind of.
Super definitive. Thank
There
you.
we go.
I'm going to sit on the fence on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's past his prime, I think.
Okay, I mean, is he worth the diva?
Not really.
Is he worth? I mean,
he doesn't even play anymore.
he's
He's a
like
diva.
slash diva slash weirdo too.
Slash injury
He's
prone.
hilarious. Yeah. Yeah.
He's just
The problem for the Packers is that they can't afford to be giving away cornerbacks.
Yeah,
They
we
need
really
them
can't.
bad.
Yeah, a lot. He's gonna be. He'll probably go to Baltimore or something that like doesn't really need a number one.
Does the rest of his career play out like Tre'Davious White?
Oh,
Like everyone kind of brings him in to like he's gonna
bounce back.
He'll be right with us.
because at one point Travis White was like the best corner in the league.
Amazing.
I can just see that SOB doing that, though. God, I can just see him going to some team, and all of a sudden he's good again.
A lot of teams could use him.
There was
Obviously,
a lot of drama that was unconfirmed / not, whereas like with the Packers, was like he doesn't want to play, he's doing this and that. I don't know because he's a weirdo. I don't know.
Do you have his number? What would it cost to trade for? Oh, he's cap casualty.
yeah.
Do you think anyone trades for him?
No. He's so hurt.
I think he can be added in there if you throw some high first rounds.
Gabe's just out for bitterness.
Packers are not getting first-round
It's
picks.
like we're trading to.
No, I'm not saying a first round. I'm saying if we throw a first round pick.
Oh, so in any deal,
Please
you're
take
like
this, man. We'll give you a first to take him.
And like any.
But the problem with Jaire
is,
is that you got to pay him. You're paying half the salary. Is he worth half the salary of whatever he's making?
I don't think his number's too high though. If you're going to go by half,
He just got signed, didn't he?
A couple years
like
ago.
2 years ago.
So we'll see.
So he's definitely going to contender, right?
Yeah.
Right. You got to rehabilitate your image.
But my thing is that he might get cut because the Packers might want to be aggressive for a wideout, and we're like, we don't have time to trade. We're just gonna cut him.
He's gonna be a chief.
$17 million instantly savings, instant savings
He's gonna be a chief.
I don't want to say it too much, but Green Bay is not that immature of a franchise.
to cut him.
To cut him without getting nothing for him, Green Bay wouldn't do something like that. If they did, it's fine, but Green Bay hasn't really done stuff like that in recent years.
What's the alternative?
We didn't do that with Greg Jennings.
I don't think
We
his
didn't do that.
value is that high though, Gabe. I don't know what they're giving.
No, I'm not saying the value is that high, but I'm saying I don't think Green Bay just says, "All right, just go ahead and walk." Like we'll just eat it, unless there's a super plan. Just like you guys said, if we're saving the money for like a DK or something or a Higgins, fine.
Yeah.
But that would have to play out first in order, for that
Anyways.
to make sense.
You need him off the roster. I'm trying to think, what are the options to get him off the roster then? Like, you don't want to pay him to come back, right?
No, we can't.
And so you're either going to cut him or trade him. I don't know who trades for him.
In an older, injury-prone, Deebo wide
And then
cornerback.
You take it, unless the Packers are going to eat that money. But then at that point, you might as well just cut him.
That's weird.
It's interesting.
It's a weird one. Yep.
Next, let's go to Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, you saved $10 million cutting him, and Evan Ingram, you saved $5 million cutting him.
Keep Evan Engram. He has an established rapport with Trevor Lawrence.
The only reason why he's cut because Brendan Strange came on last year, rookie tight end. But it's a new regime there, a new GM.
That's true.
Christian Kirk, though, I think he's
ya.
for sure gone.
He's been hurt.
And I
don't know if he's better. I don't know if he's better than Parker Washington at this point.
I don't know.
See ya.
He'll be like a number 3 for some team.
He'll be
Christian
an
Kirk.
Eagle. He'll be an Eagle.
There was
might be an
reports
Eagle.
that Pittsburgh was going to trade for him before he got hurt.
That's true.
Then they played him the week of the trade deadline. Then he broke his collarbone, and then that was it with it. But yeah, I think he'll bounce in that team.
Good old Trent Baalke.
He needs
Yeah.
to go to a team that's already like loaded at that position. That's why I was saying the Eagles.
Little cherry on top. Yeah, Eagles would work. Chiefs would work.
He's not terribly old, I don't think.
Who is he with? Who's? I mean, Urban Meyer's not coaching anymore. Doug Peterson, wherever he goes. I guess no one.
Yeah.
God, Kirk has no ties anywhere.
Nowhere.
Contender for sure.
Contender for sure. No, never mind. I was gonna say something. Never mind.
Niners.
He's not a.
I don't know. I don't know where to place him. I feel like if like
He
New
can
England,
stay healthy. He's nice, man.
I feel like if like New England just does not land anything
Ooh.
at all, they would go. He'll probably.
I like Christian Kirk in New England.
Yeah, they probably bring
Like
him in.
bringing a high-priced option and then bringing Christian Kirk.
He's 28 years old. Not
Low
too
risk, high
old.
reward.
Why does he remind me of Golden Tate?
Without the. Oh yeah, kind of a little Golden Tate.
What's
yeah.
that?
Let's
What
move,
else you got?
Let's move on to Los Angeles. Cooper Kupp. Obviously, if they can't trade for him, you're wondering if an older wideout will be traded. Someone to trade significant money for him.
I think someone would trade for
This
Cooper
is
Kupp.
the Deebo thing right here.
Explain yourself.
As far as like older wideout who wants to trade for him, can he actually do what he did with the Rams with your
Do
roster?
you have more faith in Deebo Samuel or Cooper Kupp at this point?
Oh, Kupp for
Kupp,
sure.
okay.
But I'm saying they're both on, the back nine of their career right now. I'm just saying you're gonna have to make a big investment and have a lot of faith and trust that one of them's gonna work.
I mean, we've gone through a lot of receivers today, so maybe he doesn't get traded for just because it's such a deep market. Like, you don't need to trade for.
Go get Pickens over.
Yeah,
I put up Pickens' weirdness than Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp's whiteness or whatever you call it.
Consistency. High character.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't get traded for.
Look,
That's what they're asking. I don't know. What are you getting back from? A third, fourth?
it seems like they're pretty set on moving on from him. They've been very vocal. Like, we're moving on.
They
We're
did
trying to move on.
announce it.
Yeah. Like they're
Who announces like we will be shopping?
we were trading him. We lose our leverage instantly by telling you that, but we don't care because we won't be on.
I mean,
Yeah.
he goes to AFC team, right? They're not going to trade him interconference. Like, no way they're going to trade him to the Eagles
No.
or the Niners. Of course, not the Niners.
But I think they want to direct by him. Obviously, they announced they're going to trade him.
Yeah.
They're going to work with him. Cooper Kupp.
I can see him going to the Chiefs.
I like him in
Chiefs,
Baltimore because
Bills.
he's a good blocker.
Oh, not Baltimore.
I mean, that's
He just waste away. We would forget he's there.
You know, though, that's what Baltimore does, though. They're gonna
They get these older wideouts,
put
man.
Some good talent around there. So let's just rerun it. Just run
I don't know
it
if he
back.
wants to go from playing for Matthew Stafford to Lamar Jackson.
Also, too, it's kind of a colder spot too. I don't think just later you're just gonna go to a colder
He's been
spot.
playing.
Like
He's
that.
been playing in LA.
Joey,
in a dome.
Lamar Jackson threw for 42 passing touchdowns last year.
Yeah, he's really good throwing the ball.
Last passing touchdowns. Coop's interesting, man. Yeah, you want to believe in him because you like him. Who doesn't like Cooper Kupp?
I'd say contender. I say Chiefs, Bills, one of those types.
Let's move on to Los Angeles Rams. Joey Bosa, you saved $25 million. Chargers. You saved $25 million cutting Joey Bosa. Hasn't been healthy in 3 years. He's a declining athlete.
Can I make a prediction? If the Eagles don't trade for Myles Garrett, they will sign Joey Bosa.
Sheesh. Yeah, he's missed
America.
He's missed 23 games over the last three seasons and hasn't recorded double-digit sacks since 2021.
You know, it's super hilarious. Gates pointed at that camera, but that's the one that's on him.
Oh, damn. Pin in America.
Yeah.
I've been wondering, I'm like, why is he pointing at that?
I'm so used to looking at that camera.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Last year, he played 14 games, tied 5 sacks, a career low percentage in a passer and pass win rush. Pass rush win rate. There you go.
Should he probably just go to San Francisco and play with his brother?
Yes.
Right?
They saved $25 million. It's just
Never mind. I'm changing it to the 49ers.
And what's his name is back as the DC there too? Yes.
Yeah.
Salo.
Go.
Yeah, he's going
Go
Niners.
finish your career. Go play little bro. Yes.
Yep, locked it in. Down with better picks.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah. All right. This is a fascinating one. I'll get you guys' opinion. Mark Andrews with the Baltimore Ravens. They save $11 million.
They're not cutting Mark Andrews.
It's just a little interesting because
Interesting.
Isaiah Likely's
How
there.
likely is it?
Yeah, Mark Andrews is interesting. Obviously, he's highlighted by the end, the drop at the end of the year.
Hey, man, it's going to piss him off, though. He's going to go to some roster. He's going to prove it.
Is he, though?
I think so. For sure.
a beast.
If I'm him, that picture it's in my bedroom, it's in my locker room, it's in my workout room. I want that there all off season.
You're petty as hell.
Hell yeah, man! You got to fight.
Do you think Baltimore would move on?
No.
They likely.
Lamar Jackson loves Mark Andrews. Like, that's his boy.
It's also very important to keep your franchise quarterback happy too. So
That's
yeah,
his
maybe
boy.
so.
Okay,
If
all right.
not, though, imagine Mark Andrews and the Bengals.
Oh. Now they made what's his name work?
Just to stick it to him.
what's the name? Gasecki.
Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, they made Gasecki work. I don't think
What else you got?
Let's pair these two veterans. I don't want to talk about them individually like that. Buffalo with Von Miller and the Saints with Tyrann Mathieu. Obviously, aging kind of former superstars. Kind of like cherry on top pieces now. Tyrann Mathieu,
Tyrann Mathieu,
34.
back
I
to
like
the Chiefs.
Tyrann Mathieu as like a nickel at this point in his career, man, because he's physical.
Back to
And
the Chiefs.
Vaughn played decent. He wasn't
I can
Vaughn.
see a Harbaugh falling in love with Matthew.
Yeah.
Either one.
So place Vaughn somewhere. Vaughn, they cut him. They saved $17 million post
Yeah,
first.
it's
So
worth-
they're
it's
going to
worth
cut
the
him.
cut.
They're going to cut him.
Joey Bosa's out there and Von Miller's out there. Who are you taking?
Vaughn can stay healthy.
Joey Bosa, Von Miller.
One's a
Yeah,
racist.
It has to be Von.
One's from a racist family,
Yeah,
allegedly, and one hits women. So, which one? What kind of sin you want?
Barstool would take Bosa.
Yeah, they took Gruden.
Oof.
Jeez.
Eagles. I'd take Vaughn. I'd take Vaughn, but I don't know.
I've always seen Matthew and Buda Baker as an Eagle.
Honestly,
I
I
They're
want
not starters anymore.
I
Right?
want Vaughn to come back as a rotational passer because he's still in love with Denver.
Yeah.
His background, his Instagram picture is still Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah. Go back to Denver.
Just be a rotational guy. Yeah.
You're kind of like I kind of see him as what Brandon Graham was for the Eagles this year.
Yeah.
Like you still got some juice, but you're probably gonna play about 15 plays a game.
I think he should come back home.
Somewhere where the vibes are good.
Denver.
I think Denver, the vibes
Go
are
there.
good.
You don't have to start. You just be a third down pass rush guy.
Tyrann Mathieu's gonna play for a Harbaugh somewhere or to the Chiefs.
Okay.
Um,
Been in America.
And
then-
Sean Payton,
what?
Tyrann Mathieu,
Yeah, he's a free safety now. We need a strong safety.
strong safety. Yeah.
And the last one's kind of the big one.
Bring it.
The New York Football Jets, the New York Jets. Davante Adams, he saved $36 million, and Rodgers are going to do that already.
Jeez.
And Alan Lazard, you save $11 million. You're basically just washing your hands of the Aaron Rodgers
All
era.
over, yep.
Lazard's gonna follow Rodgers, right?
That's $11 you save instantly by cutting Lazard.
Worth everybody.
Done.
Damn, how do you?
So you're literally washing your hands of all Aaron
You're
Rodgers.
gonna lose Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, and Davante Adams in the same offseason?
They're the Jets.
Garrett
man. They're-
Wilson,
the
I mean,
Jets are capable of a lot of bad things.
I kind of don't feel as strong about the whole thing anymore when it comes in because if you're going to lose Alan Lazard, Davante Adams, you kind of feel like, why would we get rid of Wilson now? Now we can make him like our poster boy.
Well, I'm not sure he wants to be that. He was frustrated his rookie year with that.
Like, he wants to leave.
I think he wants to win.
I think Davante Adams is 100% going to Green Bay.
You say
going
36.
to Green Bay, man.
Yeah,
that's the guy.
Another wideout we talked about earlier. Where would you rank him amongst DK, T, or Garrett Wilson?
That's a good one.
Well, he's obviously below like T and DK.
Just because he's older.
And Garrett Wilson. Like we saw him and Garrett Wilson on the same team last year, and Garrett Wilson was just better.
Yeah.
He's below all three.
All right, him or Cooper Kupp?
But you don't have to pay him. Davante Adams.
I'll take Davante over Cooper.
Okay. So maybe Dallas.
As far as like the veterans like Deebo and all
Maybe
that.
Dallas comes over and says, "Hey, Davante Adams, come play with."
Why do I feel like it would just be? But like throw all that out of the window if he goes back to Green Bay. Like I think he'll be okay no matter where he goes. But I think like he has a chance to have like 2 more Davante Adams seasons in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Like that would just work.
That'd be great. Maybe the Packers get both.
I mean, you'd be pretty pumped about that, right?
Davante,
Believe it or not, not really.
you need him more
Not
than
really.
you.
I know we need
As
him a
an
lot
owner,
more.
Are you allowed to say that?
I'm just saying, as an owner, there's better younger options out there. We talked about 2 of them already. Garrett Wilson could be number 3.
Couple honorable mentions here. Tyler Lockett, kind of riding on the wall. JSN emergence.
I'm good.
He's gone.
Yeah, I'm good.
Grady Jarrett, defensive tackle for the Falcons.
I'm good.
They had the worst pass rush in the league last
good,
year.
yeah.
So, and then just those 2. I was gonna put Jonathan Allen, but because they have Newton, their pick from last year with Payne. But yeah, I think they're gonna work all 3. But
I mean, if Jonathan Allen gets cut, he'll get paid somewhere.
yeah.
Like that'll be a big.
Well, the only thing I say is because they saved $17 million by cutting them. Maybe they want to move money about.
I mean, look what happened to their defense when he came back last year.
Yeah.
Like he's the most important person to that defense. He's the best player.
And then Lockett. Let's just kind of wildly guess.
Play somewhere ever, man.
Whoever loses out on Kirk.
Okay.
There you go.
Let's just see. Let's just see. Lockett or Cooper Kupp.
Stop.
You know what?
No. Hold on.
Time out.
Let me do it.
I got a perfect place for Lockett. Perfect place.
Here we
Team needs a number 3. He has proven he can be a number 3 guy. He can make a big play when he needs to. Philadelphia Eagles. You need a number 3 that's going to be quiet but can make a lot of noise at the number
Lockett.
3 spot. Philly.
Better block.
He's a little fella. Okay.
Philly can get it done.
All right. Would you rather have him or Deebo Samuel?
Oh,
Deebo.
Lockett. I'll
For the money, probably Lockett.
at this point, I'll take Lockett.
Lockett or Christian Kirk?
Lockett. No, Kirk.
So he's pretty much a plan C or D.
Yeah, he'll be late. Like you won't see him pop up for a while.
Yeah, because right to the wall. He's JSN.
He'll get signed in like late June.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be. I don't think
crazy.
No one's gonna. We got to lock up.
Yeah, so those are some of
Tyler
the
Lockett.
those are some of the cap casualties you see. A lot of names that I saw one article that said Marlon Humphrey just because of the cap space. Because next year he'll be the second highest paid Raven.
Yeah.
So you don't really know if he's worth that much money.
Yeah.
If you want to bring in a wideout or if you want to sign a pass rusher.
I'll tell you what's really fun about this list of yours is that the names moving on too, but what's really fun is all these teams will be saving.
Take a lot of money,
We're
man.
talking about a lot of franchises that could cut 2 or 3 guys, and all of a sudden they're in the race for some of the biggest names.
I mean, Jaire, you save $17 million. Joey Bussey, you save $25 million.
Jeez.
Von Miller, you save 76. Davante Adams, you save 36.
What was the Jets one with Rodgers, Lazard?
So do this math then. Davante Adams, you save 36.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers, you save 9, and Lazard, you save 11.
$56 million.
Give or take.
With 3 veterans too.
And then
you're not cutting a young
Just
guy.
move that money on towards Garrett Wilson. Jets, please don't get rid of Garrett Wilson. You need him worth.
I know you're angry, but here's $50 million a year.
Yeah, $50 million a year. Shut the fuck up.
And we're gonna try our hardest, darn it.
We probably won't succeed, but
You're gonna get another rookie quarterback.
yeah.
Yeah, never mind. He doesn't want to be there.
Well, yeah, the Jets are interesting because they're gonna wash their hands of everything Aaron Rodgers ever touched.
That's kind of what I'm nervous about. Like if he
I
goes to
think
another
it's bigger than
team,
that. I think they're gonna wash their hands of everything from the previous regime. Like I think they're gonna.
Tyrann Smith, Morgan Moses probably gone.
DJ Reed's a free agent.
DJ Reed might be gone.
Sauce Gardner's already like flirting with that idea of like, man, I'm getting out of here.
Didn't DJ Reed say like I'm out?
Yeah, DJ Reed's not coming back.
Like I'm not coming back.
DJ Reed's a good
Sauce Gardner
quarterback.
said something
DJ
like
Reed
that,
to go to the Packers. I called it last year, McKinney. I'm calling it this year. DJ Reed to the Packers.
Sauce Gardner. Is he a surprise name in this off?
It's gonna surprise you how much DJ Reed is better than Sauce Gardner.
Okay, I'll take your word.
Do you agree with that? I think Sauce is
You
one of the
did
most,
call it with Xavier.
one of the most overrated players.
Sauce, I've seen him play a lot. That dude gets away with a lot of calls.
He gets sauced a lot.
It truly is the
Well,
offseason.
just so
Puns are wild.
just to combat what you were saying, Sauce Gardner laughed off the ridiculous trade suggestion, so he's not really.
Okay.
Jet for life.
Yeah, but DJ Reed will go somewhere, and he is. DJ Reed's gonna be a fantastic player wherever he goes.
All right, yeah,
He's going to Green Bay.
You heard it here first,
Or come over to Denver, pair with Patrick Surtain, who Sauce Gardner thinks he is.
By the way, it's been bugging me that I was looking at the wrong camera the whole time. So when you clip it, you heard it here first, America.
So use that one clip for everything
Use
that we
one
move.
clip for everything.
Yeah.
I was looking like an idiot looking up there. Like, I'm so used to that one.
So easy for us. You have one of them.
Episode 217 in the books. That's all we got for today. Thanks so much for joining us for part 2 of the offseason preview. Like we said, if you want to see the part 1, that's on the page as well. Part 2's here. And it's coming, man.
It's coming.
It's coming. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.